What do you think about all of this?
I think it's very happy. I like that because when her question I can answer in Thai and go to Google, I ask Google and I answer my
You
teacher.
can go to Google and check the answers.
Yes, because I like that.
Okay, fix your camera. Sit back a bit and put your oh, okay. Now you're too tall. Okay, so put your camera up. There we go. So how are you going to read? Like that? Where is your reading? You're going to look down like that? Okay, read to me right now. Practice.
Homeschool is cool.
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 All right, so that's how you're going to read? Oh, you can't sit back a bit and read?
No.
Ah. So all the text is going to go across your eyeballs.
I write it in the computer.
Oh my God. Don't you have a book or you're reading on the monitor?
Monitor.
Ah. All right. Your mom will be complaining. Where's my son? All I see is his hair. All right. So you're going to read about homeschool is cool?
Yes.
All right, buddy. When you're ready, you know what we have to do. You've done testing before now. This is your third time?
Yes.
Okay. So you're going to read it. Tell me about the story. I'm going to ask you some questions to score your use of grammar and vocab and your comprehension. So when you're ready, go ahead and read, mister.
A few years ago, I wasn't very happy at school and I wasn't doing well in tests. So when I was 8, mom and dad decided to teach me at school at home. Homeschooling grade. I threw. I could stay in bed.
I thought.
Thought.
Take your time. Read slowly. Don't go fast because you'll mess up your pronunciation.
I could stay in bed all day. Well, it wasn't quite like that. My parents found what I need to learn. Sometimes
what I needed to learn.
Needed to learn. Sometimes I had lessons, but most of the time I studied the things and I liked it and found interesting. That is how homeschooling worked best. My favorite hobbies were playing computer games. So with my dad's help, I began to write my own computer programs. But I didn't sit at the computer all day. I liked making models too, and for that I needed math. At school, math was boring, but now it's very useful for making my model. I made a modern aeroplane and a modern bow.
Model
bow. And I needed to understand science and math to do that. Oh, and decide to technologies too. So were there any bad things about homeschooling? Not really. I miss my friends, but I saw them at the weekends and we talked about school. They told me about their week at school and I told them about mine. My always sounded more fun. Some weeks I studied more than they did. All the weeks I didn't study math at all. I never had homework. Now I'm 15. I am 15 now, and I am back to school because I need to take exams. I don't mind. It's in line to be studying with my friends again. I still want to work on the space program when I am older.
All right. We still have a lot to work on pronunciation, but that was better, a lot better than the last test you did. So, like I say, we still have a lot of practice to do, but I see a lot of improvement in the last 9 weeks. It was a lot more understandable. A few sounds that we don't get, your L's and N's.
Yes.
Leaded, now needed, and your endings needed, decided, but definitely better reading, for sure. For sure. Good job. All right, so tell me about, what's his name? Oliver? Does it even say his name? What's his name? Yeah, Oliver. Okay. All right, so what does Oliver do? What's different about him and his friends?
His friend study at school and Oliver study at home.
Oh, okay. Why did they decide to let him study at home? What was the problem?
Because he wasn't doing well in test.
Okay, fix your camera. We can't see nothing. All I see is your forehead. All right.
He wasn't very happy at school and doing well in test. That.
So what does he say? What is different, and what is it like for him studying at home instead of school? What does he say about that? What does he think? What does he do differently? Yeah.
He can study. He could study what thing he like. At school, math was boring, but now it's very useful for his students. And he models
to make models, yeah.
And he never had to homework. Some week he studied more than his friend. Other week he didn't study much.
Okay. So was Oliver a good student when he was younger? Was he strong at school? Was he good at school?
No.
No, he was having a lot of problems with his tests, right?
Yeah.
What did Oliver, why did Oliver like the idea of homeschooling? Why did he like, oh, this is cool? Why did he like it?
He liked playing video game.
He liked playing video games. So what was his thoughts? What did he think? I can't see you. What did he think homeschooling would be like?
Homeschooling is great. Homeschooling is great. Hello, can you hear me?
I hear you.
I said.
So how did his parents decide what he needed to study? What did they do?
They decide to take him as home. His dad help him to buy his own computer games and wait, mom. Yes. Okay. His dad helped him to buy his own computer games. And
yeah, he didn't write them alone. His dad helped him. So that was cool that his dad could help him at home. Does your mom help you at home with your homework at school?
Yes.
Yes.
Of course, yes.
Of course. Did Oliver like math when he was in school?
What?
Did he like math?
Math?
Yeah.
Oh, math. He at school he doesn't like math, but in home it's very useful.
Yeah, now he likes it. Why? How has he found math useful? Maths, if it's British English, or math in American English. So I'll say maths.
Math.
How does he find maths interesting now? What has he done that has changed his opinion?
because Matt made a aeroplane and a model bow, and he needs to understand science and math to do that.
Yeah, because of the models that he was doing and programming. So now all of a sudden he had to learn math. So it made it a little bit more, he had a reason to study maths now. And that's often the case. Sometimes we need to find something interesting to make it worthwhile. Otherwise it'd be very boring. When does Oliver get a chance to see his friends?
His friend?
Yeah. Does he stay home all the time, just like COVID time, or does he get to see his friends sometimes?
Can you ask again? I don't.
When does Oliver get to see his friends? He doesn't go to school with them. He does his schooling at home. So when does he play and see his friends?
He sees friends at the weekends.
Yeah, at the weekends or on the weekends, correct. So who normally does more homework, him or his friends?
His friend.
Yeah, he says that at school they get more homework than him, yeah. So does Oliver have to go back to school at any time for any reason?
Yes.
Why?
Because he had to do tests.
Yeah, he has to go do his tests and exams. Is he happy about that?
Yes, because his can study with his friend.
That's right. He gets to go to school. So now it's kind of fun because he doesn't do it very often. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. All right. I'm going to say your fluency, I think, is pretty good. Like what I mean is that when I ask you questions, you usually get all the information out quite fluently. Now, how you connect sentences and use your pronunciation and how you structure some of your sentences, meaning your grammar and verb tenses, we have to work on that. But the flow of your content is quite good. So I see a lot of improvements this test. And you also did very well in the comprehension. You understand pretty much everything that you read. So that was really good too. So sit up so I can see you. Now I'm going to ask you some questions, just you and me, not your book. Look at me. Sit up. All right. So now tell me, what do you think about COVID and doing homeschooling and doing English classes online? What do you think about all of this?
I think it's very happy. I like that because when her question I can answer and I can go to Google and I ask Google and I answer my teacher.
You go to Google and check the answers.
Yes, because I like that.
Yeah, well, in real life, that's what you'll have to do, right? Because in real life, you don't have to go back to your school books. When you have a problem or an issue, you go on the internet, you go to Google and you search and find answers and solutions. So that's all a good thing.
But I deny because it hasn't worked. And when my teacher asks where's your homework, and I can say, oh, I leave it at home, but I'm home. Okay.
You're not supposed to leave your homework at home. Just bring Google to school.
I don't know what to do.
All right, buddy. Good job. You did really well. Let's zoom back to class. I'm sure it's just about fit. Yeah, it's 7 o'clock now. Let's go say bye to everybody in the class. You did really good. You did much better than last time. It's going to get better and better. Don't worry.
Okay.
Good job, buddy. See you soon. Let's go back.
Bye-bye. See you.
Button. Leave room.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Blue button. Leave room. Yeah.